Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 a.m. I'm Gigi Barnett. Hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day. We are getting closer and closer to the weekend, but we are getting very close to a warm up. I know yesterday was very cold out there. I needed my scarf, I needed my heavy jacket. It was pretty frigid out there, and the wind really didn't help as well. Those wind chill numbers were not feeling pretty out there, but glad to hear that Jim's forecasting some nicer weather on the way into this weekend. Looks like it's going to be another beautiful weekend for some Pirate football. So if anyone's going out to the game this weekend, should be good to go. Before we talk about the rest of Jim's forecast for the day, we do have a story about yesterday. There were two fires at homes and structures nearby homes, both in Carteret County and in Pamlico County yesterday morning. And although the fires are still under investigation, firefighters and fire crews and the fire marshal of Pamlico County just kind of sounding the alarm on, when it gets really cold outside, a lot of people start utilizing their space heaters, any kind of heating appliances. So it's really just important to remember once you do start heating those up, just any kind of safety tips, because this can be a risky time of the year. So we do have a story about these house fires from yesterday.
Just pray for us. There's a lot of heartache that we've had to go through all this. I mean, to have our memories and I don't know, it's just hard.
This is all that remains of a 65-year-old detached garage in Pamlico County. A wood stove ignited the building Tuesday morning, destroying the garage and taking everything inside with it. Now, with the help of firefighters, Brenda and Billy Parsons are sorting through the debris, hoping to salvage any treasured memories.
All of my old photos was upstairs.
I got a 63.5 Ford Galaxy sitting in the back, but the tires melted off of it. The body collapsed from heat. It's sitting right in the floor.
Billy Parsons, the former Arapahoe fire chief and Navy veteran, says he's thankful for the first responders who came out to help.
It's a dirty job and it's a dangerous job, and I appreciate the firemen for doing the work that they do.
Veterans Day also saw a Carteret County home go up in flames. Carteret County officials say the call for the house fire outside of Newport came in around midnight. Despite melted cars and a lot of debris, no one was hurt in the fire. The Salvation Army and Red Cross have been called to help the displaced family. For Pamlico County Fire Marshal Chris Murray, these fires serve as a reminder to everyone as colder weather arrives.
Check all your appliances, check your heaters, make sure they have clearance, check your electrical cords if you're using them, because typically we do see a rise in fires in the colder weather.
Yeah, so really important to keep that in mind, even though both fires are under investigation at this point. Just the colder weather can really, bring about some risks. If you're turning on that heat, that can really create that risk of, things happening.
I mean, you have to heat yourself.
Right.
And for a lot of folks, that means I've got to pull out a supplemental heater. I've got to use the fireplace.
Right.
I've got to use things that I normally don't use. And certainly the last 48 hours have warranted that. So we'll see what the investigations lead to. But it certainly reminds me, and we talk about it a lot as we head into the winter season, safety tips and precautions that you need to think about. So let's share a few of those with you. Seems like now is a good time as any. Usually I'm not pulling this graphic out until December, but man, wind chills were in the upper teens yesterday morning. Here's some tips for you. Turn off the portable heaters if you're not in the vicinity of them or sleeping. It's highly recommended you don't leave them on through the night. Get the room that you're sleeping in or the room you're concerned about heated up and turn that thing off. If you have to, set an alarm. A couple hours later, stay up with it, reheat the room, and then turn it back off. The risk level is too high there. One heat producing appliance per outlet. They draw a lot of currents. You don't want to overload that circuit and start popping fuses or shorting out wires. That's a risk as well. When you start plugging 2 or more of those in, you use those power strips with 4 or 5 outlets and overload them. Keep flammable objects. This one's pretty obvious, at least 3 feet away from heat sources. Nothing that's going to quickly ignite near an open flame. And then the active fireplaces, this applies to me, get the chimney swept annually. I haven't done mine in 2 years, so this is something I need to do ASAP. Get that soot cleaned out. That helps prompt fires. Use a metal or heat-tempered glass screen with your fireplace. Don't leave those doors open with a fire crackling. It will spit embers out, and that can create a fire quickly on your wood floors around that fireplace. Never use an extension cord or power strip, and I kind of alluded to that earlier. Don't plug that power strip into the outlet and then load it up with heating devices. Again, you're asking for trouble. Install that smoke alarm or detector. Make sure the batteries are good. Carbon monoxide detectors as well. Good to have those. And have your furnace inspected and cleaned annually. All right, make sure that's working in good order. Again, all useful tips as we get ready to head into the winter season. We've already had that early taste over the last couple of days. And it's cold this morning. I'm sure a lot of space heaters going again last night. Fortunately, we haven't heard of any house fires, I don't think, early this morning.
Not that I'm
so
aware
far.
of, yeah.
Okay, 41 in Grifton right now. Wind chill value 35 under blue skies. Neuse River camera, location New Bern, Craven County, looking good. Birds enjoying the early morning hours. That dew point 23, that's some dry air, and that'll chill back down into the 30s tomorrow morning. The drier the air, the better it cools at night. Sanitary restaurant camera, Morehead City. More birds flying through the shot, enjoying the crisp winter-like feel in the air. 49 feels like 43 on the coast. And again, all clear out there. SATRAD, nothing brewing, nothing doing. We're going into a quiet weather mode for several days. It is milder than yesterday morning by about 6-7 degrees. There's all your temps for you. Low 40s. We stayed above freezing this morning. Just enough of a thin cloud deck to keep those numbers in the mid-30s, and the wind helping as well. That feels like feels like freezing almost with those mid-30s on the wind chill values. All right, there's the winds into the afternoon. Southwest 10 to 15. We'll hit 20 occasionally on the anemometer out there. But again, southwest winds, some warming temps. After this wind chill this morning, not so much an issue again for a while. In fact, I don't know the next time we're going to see wind chills coming back down to where they were the last few days. For at least a couple of weeks, it looks like. Big map looks good. That big blue H sitting over the Florida Panhandle, that's not going anywhere for a while. That ridge hanging around, and that keeps us quiet. These fronts try to get in here with an impact, but they fail. We'll keep the warmer air in the afternoons mild to warm over the coming days. Right into the weekend. Map looks good. Here comes that warmer push over the weekend. By Sunday, after some upper 60s Saturday, Sunday I think mid-70s. And again, rain a little to the north of us, but not over us. Nice. 8-day looks good. Those weekend highs, upper 60s to mid-70s. Leading up to that, we get a little bit warmer each afternoon through the end of the week. Next week right now, it looks like above normal temps generally. Normal is around 66 or 67, at or above normal, into at least early next week with a little rain chance. Coming in on Tuesday, 30%. Snowflakes, chances gone for a while after a little dusting to a half an inch those northern counties yesterday morning.
All right, yeah, glad to hear that things are starting to warm up, especially after yesterday. I am still really cold from it, and even this morning walked out the door and
scarfed up.
Still, yeah, it's right over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's smart. I mean, you keep that body heat in your body, bundle up these mornings, although we are getting better the next several mornings, but it's the wind mainly.
Yeah.
It bites at you, and those wind chills right down in the mid-30s outside. So if you're getting ready to head out, follow Gigi's example. Scarf, hat, gloves, a good idea for a few hours. You'll lose a lot of that by late morning.
Right. All right. Well, thanks for the update, Jim. And thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. Just want to say hello and good morning to Amanda and George over on Facebook. Thanks so much for being here with us at 8 a.m. Hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Check back in at 9 a.m. Charlie's going to be here for another news and weather update. Have a great day.
Bye.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.